Shalom, back with part 2. The Lord preparest a table before me in the presence of my enemies. All right, so let's continue here. All right, so verse 4. Though thou exalt thyself as the eagle, again, that's a buzzword for all the Edomite nations. And though thou set thy nest among the stars, that's their space program, NASA, all right? Then will I bring thee down, saith the Lord. So the Lord started bringing, right, saith the Lord Yahweh. So the Lord started bringing down Esau, Edom, the Edomites, America, Babylon the Great, and every nation where the Edomites reside. He started to bring them down when? Since 1969, when they supposedly went to the moon. And again, supposedly, because they never went to the moon. Okay, that was Hollywood, production. Okay, and as a matter of fact, a lot of experts, and I'm talking about Edomites themselves, all right, told on themselves, all right, showing you that was all a Hollywood production, all right? And that's why they destroyed those videos. You understand? And that's prior to HD television sets, all right? So many people, even before HD television, they already recognized that was a Hollywood production, all right? People had already figured that out. Do you understand? Okay? And let's understand something. They've gone up into space, but these people cannot go past the what they call, it's called in the scriptures, the firmament. All right? And they like to say it according to their pseudoscience, which is a false science, the Van Belts, all right? They call it the Van Belts, all right? And they can't go beyond that. You see that? You understand that, people? Now, when we get in rulership, right, our kingdom, which is just around the corner, we have the whole universe. Why? Because we're going to be immortal. We're going to have immortal bodies, extraterrestrial bodies. All right? It's not going to be any more death for an Israelite. That's only for the Israelites. All right? Going to be the immortal God, kings, and priests of the earth. And we're not just going to be stationed here, in America, Babylon the Great, which obviously our home base would be Jerusalem, right? Israel. But we have the whole universe, okay? That's what we're going to have to us. Nothing's going to limit us, okay? Nothing's going to limit us, all right? As far as where we can go. All right, we all have the whole universe available to us. All right, because remember, you're going to have powers. Okay. All right, let's get back to Psalms 83 here. All right, to finish that off for you. All right. All right, because again, the Lord, right? The Lord prepares a table before me in the presence of my enemies. And I'm showing you who your enemies are. All right? For lo, thy enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up their head. And I told you that's about pride. I took you to Obadiah. Again, you read the same thing. It's all throughout the scriptures, people. All right? So I'm just giving you examples where you can go see it and read about it. Habakkuk, the 2nd chapter, all right? I don't know, right around the, what is that? 3rd, 4th, 5th verse. Let me see here. All right. Habakkuk 2. All right. You can start from the top, all right? You read on down. Here it is. See that in the 5th verse. Yeah, also because he transgresseth by wine, the wine meaning his doctrines. He is a proud man. You see that? And no one's more prouder than Esau Edom. We just read Obadiah, right? See, neither keepeth it home. America has over 800 military bases globally. which is what? Occupation, right? Imperialism. Do you understand that, people? All right? Who enlarges his desire as hell, all right? And is his death. Why? Because he's a harbinger of death. That's what he represents. He represents death and destruction. Remember, he's that man of sin, the lawless one. That's what that means when you look it up, all right? In the blue letter, Bible concordance, whatever. When you get into the root and etymology of words, you get understanding, all right? So he is his death because he is the harbinger of death. You understand? He's the beast man. You people go back to, what is that? Planet of the Apes, the original, with Charlton Heston, all right? And at the end of the movie, you know, they start reading, you know, the scroll, all right? And he's telling you about the beast man, all right? And Heston finds out for himself that everything that they just read on the scroll, when he gets on the horse and rides away with the woman down, you know, the sand by the ocean, and he sees the Statue of Liberty, you know, the top half of it, they're buried in the sand. And he comes to the realization, he breaks down, jumps off the horse, and he breaks down crying. And he says, oh, you guys really did it, huh? Talking about his own people, the Edomites, all right? That they, you know, destroyed the world, all right? You know, that everything that was read to him on the scroll about the Edomites, about the white man, the beast man, you know, that man of sin, the son of perdition, which means destruction, all right, the wicked. It was all true. You understand? You understand? Look, people, that movie, like many movies, are telling you they know who they are and they know who we are. And always remember something. In order to tell a lie, you first have to know the truth in order to tell a lie. You understand that? They've always known who we are. Now, I'm not talking about the general population of Edomites. I'm talking about the elites. You understand? The international banking families and those that serve them. Like, you know, your so-called presidents who are nothing more than CEOs over their corporation, America. You know, the politicians, all right, you know, that are, you know, in the loop, you know, part of the secret societies. You would have to be a part of that. You know, so we're talking about the elites, you know, prime ministers, you know, so on and so forth, world leaders, okay, that they've set up. They're nothing but puppets, okay, who serve the international banking families, your Rothschilds, Oppenheimers, Rockefellers, et cetera, 13 families and all. Because that's your shadow government. That's your cabal. Those are the people that rule. Those are the people that, all right, were responsible and behind the Atlantic slave trade. They owned the ships and the shipping companies. Do you understand that? People get that? All right? All right, so, and cannot be satisfied, but gather unto him all nations. See, that's that New World Order, which is actually an old world order, okay? All right, there's nothing new under the sun. Again, you go back to First Maccabees, 141 will tell you about Antiochus, talking about the same thing, all right? And all the previous kingdoms, they all have the same thought process, all right? And for Esau, Edom, like I said, it's no different. It goes back to when they first came into power. Antiochus the king, all right? You know, you read about it in Maccabees. First chapter, 41st verse, all right? All right, so, but gathereth unto him all nations, and heapeth unto him all people. There you go. All right? Anyway, let's get back, all right, to Psalms 83 to finish it off, all right? Sit back there. All right. So they have taken crafty counsel against thy people. All right. All right, like what? Council on Foreign Relations, the Bilderbergs, United Nations, their summits, the Club of Rome. You people get it, you understand? Remember, there are no secret societies here. They brought that shit over here with them from Europe, the bottomless pit, all right, as it's known in the scriptures, all right? The founding fathers, right, coming here to the Americas, and you won't find us in your textbooks. They were all Freemasons, right? All of them. They're all Freemasons. What is Albert Pike, who was highly ranked in Freemasonry, what is it that he told you what Freemasonry is? Witchcraft. You understand? Witchcraft. So do you understand, now, all right, about America, Babylon the Great, all right, and its false labels, its covering, cast, and veil, all right, that's put over all people and nations, all right? Witchcraft, people, house thief cometh, but to steal, kill, destroy, all right, to rape, rob, commit murderous genocide. America is not founded on Christian principles, but the bloodshed of the Israelites, okay? Who in your Constitution, the American Constitution, under the 13th Amendment, under citizens, it tells you that the Aboriginal, Native, and Indigenous people are considered to be 3/5 of a human being. I didn't put that there, and neither did you. They did. All right? Goes back to showing you how they hate you, right? Right? I'm not putting words in anybody's mouth. We're reading it out of the scriptures. So the Lord is telling you that. All right? They that hate thee have lifted up their heads with pride, right? Well, it's interesting that, those three words, Aboriginal, Native, and Indigenous, it goes back to 1453 when Pope Nicholas V, all right, sanctioned, okay, the document of discovery, all right, which Columbus also came here under, because he didn't just come here representing King Ferdinand and Queen Isabella. He came here under a papal bull, under the document of discovery. And again, that document was not a legal document. It's a secret document that was later put into law, guess when? In modern day America, Babylon the Great. That's right. So what they did was not legal, and certainly wasn't the act of a Christian, removing landmarks. Thou shalt not remove thy landmarks. But again, it all goes back to prophecy, people. All right, the house thief cometh but to steal, kill, and destroy. You understand? To rape, rob, commit murderous genocide. All right? Columbus was led here by the chariots of Yahweh. He said it, okay? St. Elmo's fire, all right? He was guided here to the Americas, all right? By the chariots. And the Lord admits all that to you. Deuteronomy 28, 48, and 49. All right? And I shall send, thy enemies against thee. All right? In nakedness, thirst, in want of all things. And in the next verse, Deuteronomy 28, 49, he tells you who they are. They flyeth as the eagle flieth. Who's the eagle? The symbolism of the Edomites. It's on all their flags all throughout history. All right? Whether you're talking going back to the Greek Empire, which is the Macedonian kingdom, the third beast, whether you're talking about the fourth and final beast, the Roman Empire, whether you're talking about Germany, France, all right, the British Empire, okay, Spain, and of course, America, Babylon the Great. Do you understand? They all fly under that banner of the eagle. You understand? All right? So they have taken crafty counsel. And you know what? We're going to end this here. We'll be right back. All right? With part 3. Show on.